Are you ready to be heard?
Yeah, good morning, Kofi Bartels.
Hello, good morning, Kofi Bartels.
Good morning, Mr. Kofi. Hello, Mr. Kofi Bartels. And morning good to all our callers and listeners.
It's your voice that drives the conversation on the Morning Crossfire.
Weekdays, 5 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Your opinions, your stories, your take on the hot topics shaping our city and nation. We want to hear from you.
The president is aware that we have a security problem here.
I don't know which area you stay in Lagos. There is no light again. No. These investors, are they not hearing that there is no light in Nigeria?
Whether somebody loots or somebody will not loot, a lot of things will happen.
Why is Tinubu doing this to us?
Join Kofi Bartels for engaging debates, expert insights, and your voice at the heart of every discussion. Don't just listen, participate. Tune in and be part of the conversation. Only on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back. Let's get talking. We had plans to talk about human rights abuse in Anambra State. We'll do that maybe at the second half of our conversation right here, 8 o'clock. But I want to start with the Shesha Day. Because Nigerian for News says over 3 million Lagos residents are expected to join this year's celebrations. So, I just want to find out if you want to vote. Today is August 20th. It's a public holiday. And the government of Lagos State, not just Lagos State, has declared a public holiday in honor of Yoruba culture and spirituality. It's a significant day. A cultural and religious holiday celebrated mainly by the adherents of Ifa and Orisha, a traditional religion. All right, and Ishesha means tradition in the Yoruba language. Some would say it means origin. All right, so it is set aside to honor the Yoruba traditional religion, ancestral heritage, and indigenous spirituality. Here on Nigerian Info, we have respect for every, religion, for everybody. We respect everyone, okay? We're not a station that is aligned to one particular religion, However, the two major religions in Nigeria, the major ones that have most people, following are Christianity and Islam. I won't get into debate as to who is more than who. Because I feel both religions have a lot in common. Their books are almost the same stories inside, but let's leave that for another day. Almost the same stories. The names are almost the same. One is Arabic, one is Jewish or Hebrew, Aramaic and all that. But every single Nigerian who was a Muslim or Christian has a traditional religious background, right? Has a traditional religious background. Now, this traditional religious background was what they left. They left to practice either Christianity or Islam. You go to the north, they have their traditional religious background. They have their traditional institutions in the north. But they have moved on from that, possibly because they see it as evil, to something that is good, which will be either Christianity, as you have a lot of northern Nigerians as Christians, or Islam, as you have a lot of northern Nigerians, so Islam, Muslims. In the south as well. Muslims and Christians generally consider, which are in the majority, all have a traditional religious background. We have ancestors. Our forefathers were worshipping stones and small gods, as we call them. We taught in Western education. We were worshipping trees and rivers and stuff like that. In the Western school I went to, we taught that they are small gods with capital small S, a small G. And Even as a Christian myself, it is considered a sin, because Bible God has said you should not bow before any other god apart from Him. So if you moved on to Islam, and I reckon Islam is the same as well, okay, that Allah is the greatest, and you can't be worshiping. I don't know, is it allowed in Islam? So because they've seen these, traditional religion as evil, they've now seen it. They consider themselves saved from an evil way, saved from a sinful life, and brought into the light, be it Islam or Christianity. I don't know if there are any Buddhists and all that. So that being said, it is safe to say that majority of people who are listening to me right now, majority of people who reside in Lagos are Christians or Muslim. Now, I have never seen a Lagos state government event conducted in a shrine. I have never seen a Lagos state government event conducted in a shrine. They have gone to a shrine to slaughter chicken to usher in the new year, and Governor Sanwo will kneel down. They'll sprinkle the blood. Or they'll sprinkle water. Take a leaf, put it in water, sprinkle it on his head. And then but they do Thanksgiving, right? They do New Year, Christmas service in Government House. Here in Lagos, they have even the former governor. They've been having Christmas services. The governor's wife, the governor wants to campaign. He goes to churches. Last campaign, he was in Harvesters, and he went to this church here at Ijesha and all that. He's dancing and saying praise the Lord stuff, yeah. And of course, when it's time for the Islamic, they go there too as well. They have, these prayers, blah, 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 Salah, They can invite the imams come and pray. But I've never seen even a state government event where maybe they give opening prayer. For those of you who've been following the events in Ghana, where you have had a mourning, days of mourning for the ministers who died, and servicemen who died and all that, and civil servants, public servants. Whereas Ghanaians, public event, they have Christian prayer, Muslim prayer, traditional prayer. I don't know if they still do traditional prayer, but they'll pour libation. It used to happen on the Rollings. So I haven't seen that at an event, Lagos State government event, where they'll call the chief priest, the Ifa or Orisha traditional priest, the chief priest, to come and then take a bottle of schnapp, in some part of, where I come from, they would say something like, lie, to answer, yeah, pour, the ground, take another one, pour, or go around, government house, I think that's leadership by example. But on a serious note, we have respect for traditional worshippers. We have respect for everybody, even if it's a religion right here in Nigeria. If it's a religion of one person, we have respect. But my question is, for all of you listening, for you listening, you in particular, have you moved on, from its traditional worship? Do you consider it going back to a dark past, maybe something that we shouldn't be doing? Because some of you, I'm not expressing my opinion here in this matter, because I respect all religions. Okay, I'm giving you a basis, for this conversation. Some of you say, "Oh, First Act 77, they went to bring all the juju from the whole of Africa to Nigeria. That's why the country is not working." That's what some of you say. Today, all the rituals will be done, all the things that will be brought out, be it masquerades, be it all those things that are inside, and everything will be done. Okay. So is it of concern to you? Is it acceptable to you? Now, I want to say to traditional religious adherents, we have high amount of respect for you. You have every right to have your day, and whatever we can do to support your celebration, we will. Okay. But for you listening, as a listener who's not an adherent, what's your view on this? Because some could argue, yeah. And I think you're thinking of the state government is this. If, Christians are having their day, it's public holiday, Christmas, Easter, holiday. Muslims, you have your Salah, holiday. What about the traditional worship? That's the thinking behind this. That we're going to give traditional worshippers, which, like we hear from our news, is 3 million people in Lagos State, a chance to also celebrate. A chance to also have their say. Anyway, your thoughts are welcome. It's a democracy. You can ask for. You can even call and say we should not celebrate Christmas again. Yeah, that's your view. 020-127-70993. 020-127-70993. That's one number to call. Another number is 0201-465-7190. 0201-465-7190. And if you're celebrating Ishesha Day today, can you help people who may not be happy, who may not agree with what you're doing or support it? Can you help them understand why it is important to celebrate such a day? Because I'm tired of hearing every day I hear people say, Festac 77 is where Nigeria is where it is today. Keep hearing it. 99.3. Yes, welcome.
Yeah. It's funny. I was just listening to you. You were advised to bring a chief priest and herbalist to your studio some time ago. You blatantly refused.
They forget
now
something.
you're advising the governor to go to Ishirai. That's quite funny. Have a nice day.
Oh, is that why you called? Okay, thank you very much for your time. I mean, it's about equity, isn't it? 99.3.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome. Who do we have on the line, please?
Yeah, thank you. Okay, quick one. You said
Your name?
made some statements that are really not true.
Your name, please.
Yeah, my name is Simon. I'm calling from Lekki. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
First off, you said I know that you guys are presenters. You are democratic. You always want to equalize religions. Now, you said the two books of Quran and the Bible have the same content.
Not entirely the same, but you have some stories that are similar.
There's no semblance. There's no resemblance at all.
Okay, can we debate that on another day?
No, that's just an aside.
Right.
Now, number two, Nigerian governments are irresponsible, including that of Lagos State. Why do they waste time with religion? At the federal level, they budget billions of naira to send people to Saudi Arabia and to Jerusalem for some kind of, I don't want to use some words. What are they going to do there? Because there's no God in Nigeria. The same thing now. They want to. Why can't religion be personal? Why should the government of Nigeria, both federal and state level, get involved in religion? Why can't people practice religion at a personal level? What is government's business with religion? Why the waste of time and attention on religion? Hello?
Okay. So you feel government should not...
My opinion is that it's not a smart move. It's a waste of time, waste of people's, taxpayers' money,
right.
people's time, and everything.
For all religions. So you're saying government should not be involved?
All religions. Practice religion in your house.
Okay. All right.
Stop all this nonsense.
Thank you very much for your time. We have to pick some other calls. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, 99.3. Name, location, and contribution. Your name, location, and contribution.
Ajayi.
Okay, welcome, Ajayi.
I 100% support the last caller. I was very angry when I heard you say some people say because Special 77. That is why Nigeria is failing. The truth of the matter is that if our politicians were Ogun, Amadiora, Akamalu, Berebaga, before they take office, it will be difficult for them to steal public funds. Because they know when they steal public funds, Shango will strike them to death. But because they will swear the Bible and I don't want to use power word for the Bible, nothing will happen. That is why they keep stealing our money. So if we are the following Special 70, Nigeria will not fail.
All right.
Okay, now we are reading the Quran and the Bible.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's make another call. Thank you. Time is up. But please don't say I said Special 77 is the reason why Nigeria is having problems. I said people say, okay, so try and listen. Misquote me. 99.3.
Kofi Bartels.
Welcome. What do we have, please?
Emeka is the name from Satellite House.
Emeka, do we need to go back to our traditional worship? Last caller said if you swear, you take an oath of office, swear by a song.
I think we should go back to the first religion that ever existed in this world, and that is humanity, as far as I'm concerned. All these religions, whether you call them traditional, Islam, Christianity, has not done any good to mankind. As a matter of fact, they've done more harm to mankind. And like the last two callers have opined, this idea of government undue interference or involvement in religion is, for me, just a veritable tool of suppression and subjugation. Because that is the only weapon they know how to use to keep the masses at bay, to make them subservient. You see, whether it is Islam, whether it is Christianity, whether it is traditional worship, for me, the central theme should be love thy neighbor as you love yourself. For me, that's the most important religion.
All right.
Anything that is aside of this is just a waste of time. And any other religion that goes as far as cannibalism or blood sucking, whether Christianity or Islam or traditional religion, for me, is as good as.
All right.
It's as good as pagan worship. So let's go back to humanity.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
99.3, your name, location, and contribution.
Good morning, sir.
I think it's the one you called earlier to sing. Please. There's a standing rule. Huh? Okay. Don't push me on. Please turn off your radio set. Your name, location, and contribution.
Good morning, Mr. Kofi.
Yes.
This is Mr. Fuchi.
Welcome.
Well, I want to wish you happy Saturday.
All right. Same to you.
The truth is, we are all displaying psychophancy. Can Sowolu and the governors who have declared today, the third day, swear with Ogun to take office? If you remember the story of Ojikembono, have you heard of that story? How Ojikembono was killed died when he swore with Ofo that Vic did not see money during the colonial time when they were working in the Ministry of Treasury.
Yeah, can you get closer to your phone? You're a bit far. Cut the distance.
I'm sorry, I'm calling from Makoka.
Yeah, can you hold your phone close to your mouth like you normally do?
Hello?
Yeah, you sound distant from your phone, so it's not too easy to hear you.
Okay. Sorry, just give me. Sorry, I want to.
Are you ready?
Can you hear me clear now?
Okay, so finally, let's just round off. Yeah.
Can you hear me clearer now?
Yeah. So finally, you were saying you've heard what you said. So finally.
Yes. I was talking about Ojikembono. Ojikembono and Zik were working in the Ministry of Treasury during the colonial time, and Zik stole money. Ojikembono vowed that Zik cannot steal money. What happened? The colonial white masters then, the imperialists, asked him to swear with Ofo. Ofo is a symbol of truth and integrity of every Igbo man. Even myself here, we all believe in Ofo. Nobody can take it away from us. You know Igbo man. And when Ojikembono swore with Ofo, he died after 7 days.
Okay, so are you advocating that we should promote and traditional worship and even probably go back to it and even maybe institutionalize it in government, bring it into government?
I agree with you. We should go back to our foundation. What was our pre-colonial religion before the advent of these two foreign
religions, Christianity and Islam.
All
They
right.
are all deceiving us.
All right.
These are the-
So
the
now
wise. They are
we
not
should
from
see them swearing by it. Maybe when we have government events, when we give opening prayer, we can also give opening prayer in a traditional style. You know.
Yes. Yes.
Call them
yes.
for if you
That's
do.
our traditional worship.
You know.
It's that before this came, before Christianity, we were not killing ourselves over land.
All right.
We were not killing our
Thank you.
brothers and sisters over land.
Please, next time when you call, you're on radio, a whole thousands, millions of people are listening. Get your phone closer to you, so don't waste too much time trying to get you to do that.
Hello.
Yeah. Welcome.
Good morning.
Oh, that's a female line, okay? Yeah. Please help us, yeah. So it's for female listeners. All right. Anyway, so do we need to go back to a traditional way of worship? You in support of introduction of traditional worship and setting aside a day to celebrate it, a public holiday, or you think give every man what he deserves, let sleeping dogs lie, it's not a problem. Should we even introduce this traditional worship and style into government? All right, we'll be right back. Stay with us.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
People capsule full ground. Anytime pen they around. If pen one show in power, 3 in 1 day. To knock and power. Ibu cap pen for body, pen from fever. Any kind pen they bow for Ibu cap. That's why I don't carry up always. Ibu cap hammer pen away. Ibu cap they buy me always. Cap they for you always. Ibu cap they buy me always.
Ibuka will stand gidigba with you always as you dey pursue your dreams to make life better, and it go better after 3 days if body no tranga. Go see doctor. Na Shalina Healthcare Limited dem market am. Ibucap always with you.
Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria tanda gidigba with Ibucap.
When it's time to cook, don't you stress. Last Kitchen brings the best. Oil, mayonnaise, seasoning cubes. Cause that chocolate coffee so much to choose. Food is ready, as it is. Taste the magic, crystal clear. Delicious, healthy, always true. Lazarus brings pure joy to you. Lazarus Kitchen, magic in every taste.
Update. Yes, so Boku Store don't add bunker products to their shelf. High quality for low prices. 2-liter My Pride palm oil for 6,500 naira. Iris toilet paper for 290 naira. 25 Elon Premium Black Tea bag for 590 naira. Even Glimmy Glow moisturizing lotion for 2,900 naira.
Oh yeah, shop Boku for prices way cheapest market and high quality for low prices. Boku not far from you.
Iboku abi no Boku.
I am Malario, the king of malaria parasites.
My mission is simple:
to take over your body, to cause fever, chills, headache. But one thing stands in my way. Come on.
Effective relief from malaria. Comal on. Malaria gone. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult doctor.
See, everybody with him own wahala. Every day comes with its own version of challenges, and you have to be ready to face them, because only then can you move on to the next. That's why I never miss my breakfast. Scratch that. My peak breakfast, with the nutrients and energy I need to face each day, one challenge at a time.
Every day is a good day to power on with a peak breakfast. Have you had your peak? Reach for your peak.
Na so I dey on my own. Na a message enter my phone. Fiam. I can't click am. Fiam. Na so my money for account go. Fiam. Hey. If to say na Airtel you dey use, them for first alert you before you click am. Airtel they identify spammers, then alert them customers with AI powered service to make sure say you no fall mugu for wuru scam messages. No charges, no subscription needed. Me sef they go join Airtel. Fiam.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Golden penny faster. What's your reason? Oh, everybody gather round.
Come and hear the news in town. From the kitchen to my heart, every single body's a thrill. With every bowl I share, I find more reasons.
There are more reasons to love Golden Penny pasta, enriched with protein and fiber for you and your loved ones. Golden Penny pasta. Great taste, good nutrition.
Ibuka capsule full ground. Anytime pain they around. If pain won't show in power, 3 in 1 day. To knock and power. Ibuka pain for body, pain from fever. Any kind pain they bow for Ibuka. That's why I don't carry up always. Ibuka hammer pain away. Ibuka they buy me always. Ibuka they for you always. Ibuka they buy me always.
Ibuka will stand gidigba with you always as you dey pursue your dreams to make life better, and it go better after 3 days if body no tranga. Go see doctor. Na Shalina Healthcare Limited dem market am. Ibuka always with you.
Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria tanda gidigba with Ibuka.
Malta Guinness is now 600 naira. Now you get the same refreshing, nourishing, rich premium Malta Guinness for just 600 naira. Available at stores near you. Malta Guinness, here for every kind of you.
There is something about good news. You can't keep it to yourself.
Guys, it has finally happened.
There is something about joy. You can't keep it to yourself. And there is something about the rich taste of Lipton. You can't keep it to yourself.
When you get something you enjoy, you share. Lipton Yellow Label. Tea so good, you want to share.
Hey! Rewards don't land! When I buy airtime and data on any network,
I get up to 10% cash back.
I pay my NEPA, DSTV, or StarTimes and call
3% cash back.
Now so, Smart Cash back don't get reloaded.
And they load my wallet.
Hey! It's the Smart Cash back reloaded. Top up airtime or data on any network and get up to 10% cash back, or pay your electricity or cable TV bill and get 3% cash back sharply. Only on Smart Cash. No dull yourself. Download the Smart Cash app or dial *939# to start today. Terms and conditions dey sha.
They said insurance was broken. We answered, not with noise, but with action. 1 year ago, we made a promise. Not empty words, but a Rex promise. A promise to be resilient, to rise, rebuild, and restore trust. We vowed to be efficient, cutting the clutter, slashing the weight, turning "we'll get back to you" into "it's already done." We set a new standard. Excellence. We walked with integrity. And yes, we did it with teamwork. Not just behind our desks, but with you, our customers, at the center of the vision. From claims to customer care, from service to smiles, from launch to legacy. This is how we've kept the Rex promise alive. Because this is not just insurance, this is Rex, where resilience meets results, efficiency meets experience, and your peace of mind is our promise delivered. Rex Insurance. 1 year stronger, one promise kept, one brand you can trust.
All right, class, settle down. Today, let's talk about how you started your day.
We got dressed and had pancakes with John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate for breakfast.
My mom makes John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate for us too.
My mom calls it instant goodness. My sister and I always put it inside our pap. It's so yummy.
John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate is a chocolate drink made of rich cocoa, milk, and sugar. Available nationwide in stores. John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate. Enjoy instant goodness.
In the cooking game, you need a winning game plan. I'm not just talking about your fresh ingredients, utensils, or cooking skills. I'm talking about your choice of seasoning. My game plan is incomplete without Maggi chicken flavor. Made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric, it's my game changer. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk. This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
welcome back. Still the morning crossfire. I'm looking at some messages here. It seems people are really interested in this conversation, and we'll do as much as we can to take as many comments as possible. All right, I did say, and I'll stress again, Nigerian folk, we respect everyone's religion. Do your thing, okay? And that's it. Whatever you worship it. As long as you're not breaking any law, it is up to you to decide who you want to worship, or what you want to worship, or if you want to worship. Okay, so we're apolitical. We stay out of religion. We don't foist any religion on you, though we have religious programs from time to time. That being said, Ishesha Day is today, August 20. It's a public holiday. It's been declared as a public holiday in Lagos State, but also in Oyo State, and also in Ogun State as well. These are the states which have declared public holiday. What is Ishesha Day? It is a cultural and religious holiday set aside to celebrate, it's celebrated by the adherents of the Ifa and Orisha, traditional religion. These are the religions of the southwest or Yoruba land. And Ishesha is a Yoruba word. It means origin or tradition. So it's basically set aside to honor the Yoruba traditional religion. All right, the ancestral heritage and indigenous spirituality. And every 20th of August, that day set aside, to celebrate. We have, things like processions, you see on the streets, parts of these, states, Lagos, Oyo, Osun, Ogun. You have traditional prayers, rituals, or traditional rituals to honor the deities and ancestors. You have cultural displays. I love the cultural displays. Drumming, dancing, masquerades. You have storytelling, traditional attires, exhibitions of Yoruba heritage, and all that. Yeah, in different parts of the world, we're still big on culture in Nigeria. If you go to Calabar, the Ekpe, society is there. The Ekpe masquerade is there. You go to Akwa Ibom, you have their own as well. You go to Igbo land, there are several ones. In fact, the masquerades and the deities, they have names. If you go to Calabar, they have their own deity there who has a name. When I was a child, I used to be afraid of the deities when they called them. Say, we'll call to come and catch you. Now, as a child, to behave yourself. You go to the southeast, you have deities there. Amadio High and all that. It's not just in Hollywood movies. These are real. I think in Calabar, it's Anansa. Am I correct? It's one. We had a lot of stories when I was growing up. Hear a lot of stories about all these deities, water goddesses and all that. That's why we're not progressing, because we engage. You hear all stories that these things are keeping us back. You go to southeast, you have deities there. I think I should mention all the deities. Even in northern Nigeria, where Christianity and Islam hold sway now, you have deities. So it's not just in southwest, all across the country. In some parts of the country, they have their days, but it's not a public holiday, but they have their celebrations still. There's some masquerades that come out only once in a year. And there's some, if you go to other parts of the country, I saw some displays. These things are real. It's not just, though in some parts of Africa, it's just been reduced to ceremonial activity. But in Nigeria, I'm happy to see we have these things are real. Have you seen someone, one of these traditional worshippers, I think it was in Ugep, I saw, where they chook the stick. There's this sharp stick. They chook it through their neck. It comes out from one side of the neck to the other. In some parts of the country, when they have their traditional day, maybe the chief declares this, etc., you can't come out. They will tell you at night, we're passing with this something, don't come out. In some parts of the country, women can't come out on certain days. Even in Lagos here, we know, sometimes during, some political seasons, you can't come out. People will say, oh, it's not because of the religion, it's because of politics. I don't know. Some parts of the world, like where I come from, sometimes when a chief dies, people don't go out, because when the chief dies, the view is that they're going to behead people. So if you go out, they can cut your head, and that they have to put heads under the coffin of the chief to go with him, who go to the land of the ancestors to serve him as the chief there. So nobody will tell you when the chief dies, where I come from. You just stay at home. You work remotely. So these are the things we've been, So basically, this Ishesha Day is to promote religious tolerance, to promote inclusion. Since Islam and Christianity dominate Nigeria, it's also meant to preserve Yoruba culture, identity, and spirituality. And also, it's meant to strengthen community. That's another important aspect. And to pass down traditions to the younger generation. Okay? And of course, like it's been said, Christians have Christmas and Easter. Muslims celebrate Eid. So why shouldn't traditionalists celebrate Ishesha Day? However, there are controversies and there's been criticism surrounding this Ishesha Day, especially, from the Christian and Muslims in Nigeria. What are some of these main controversies? Okay? Some Christian and Muslim leaders have come out on record to say that Ishesha Day promotes idolatry, promotes fetish practices, promotes paganism, and even polytheism, which is worship of more than two gods, two religions. So their members will now be going from church to go for Ishesha Day, and so they're worshiping two gods, and they're not happy about it. In fact, some clerics, both Christian and Muslims, have warned their members not to warn their members. So, do you agree with these critics? I'd like you to call in and share views on this. Some are saying, you know what, we're going back to what we've left. We're going back to the bad, evil things. Others argue otherwise. All right. So please call and have your say, or you can call 020127709993, 0201465719. So do you agree it's promotion of encouraging, fetish practices? Or do you rather go with those who say this is about preserving Yoruba identity, and heritage, and not just preserving it, but passing it on, to the next generation? Have we lost our identity as Africans? Do we need to go back? To what our ancestors were originally practicing? Or do we need to leave that in the past and move on to the light, like some will call it? All right, 020127709993 and 0201465719. So this is what people are talking about on the streets. Hello, good morning.
Kofi, good morning.
What do we have on the line?
Good morning. I'm Xavier calling from Ikoyi.
Okay, Xavier, welcome.
Concerning this traditional celebration of it, I don't really know, because to me, I don't see it as relevant. It's just that people just refuse to civilize the time. Things have changed, and we've seen that this thing was slavery. Because if this thing was really good, the Christianity and Islamic would have not prevailed over the traditional thing they had before. You see how people will kill people because the king died. They will bury the king with 7 heads, those kind of things. To me, I feel if people want to celebrate culture, it's fine, but celebrating traditional practices that are not relevant, to me, I don't see it as anything. Because those things are just they are demonic patterns to enslave us, and we all know. Just take it for example in the East. When a particular king died in the East, that throughout that week you will not go to farm, because if you go to farm, they may behead you and they will bury you with the king. Is that one?
Okay,
is
thank
that
you.
one for the benefit of the
all right, I have
or for the
Thank you, Ryan. I had to pick the next call. Thank you very much. All right, 99.3. Good morning.
Good morning, Kofi.
What do we have online?
Grandma Lara.
Okay, Grandma, welcome.
Two things. Some of your callers have said one. I don't think the government should get involved in anything religion, but they have already. So I just wonder, since they send Muslims to pilgrimage in Mecca, Christians to Jerusalem, where would they send the traditionalists now? As far as I'm concerned, the colonialists took our religion from us because they knew it was virile, they knew it was potent. But that's a debate for another day.
Do we need to go back to that then? I mean, we have destiny.
Whoever wants to can.
Would you?
It's a free world.
Do you?
It's free will.
Will you go back?
Me?
Yes.
That's personal, Kofi.
I know now. That's what I'm asking you.
Why would you ask something like that?
Because you said the white man, the colonialists came and took our religion from us, which was potent.
I was born into it, my dear.
Mm-hmm.
I was born into it, and there's no lie anybody can tell me about anything.
So you practice.
But deep down, like somebody said earlier on humanity, there's God, there's a higher being.
Do you practice?
Is it? Pardon?
Do you practice?
No. I don't practice it.
Why?
I don't practice
Since
it.
it's potent, like you said.
It depends on what you mean by practice, though. It depends on what you mean by
you
practice.
pray,
all what people are seeing. You see, one thing about the human is that we remember negative things. We tend to keep negative things and positive things. Isheshe and traditional whatever has its positive side. Like somebody said earlier, the politicians won't dare do what they are doing now. So if I was born into it, so I know the good, I know the ugly, I know the not so good. But you see, tradition, culture, whatever evolves. Long ago, they used to kill twins. They no longer do.
Yeah, even the beheading.
Just like when the Oba of Mijabode was to be buried. You should be buried as this, you should be buried as that. They are going to cut one thing. There's nothing anybody's cutting. All those things were things we were told when we were younger, so that we can revere them, we can be fearful and respect them and all whatnot.
All right, Grandma, thank you very much. All right, appreciate your time.
On the side, Kofi.
Yes.
You just cut off Mrs. Ahibi.
Mrs.
You didn't identify her voice.
Okay, when I said it's a man, or is that what you're saying?
Yes, that was Mrs. Ahibi.
That's the female.
Yes.
Miss Ahibi, call back. I'm sorry, the men have taken, sometimes I get a lot of male calls on the female line. I'm just trying to give the women a chance, it's 8 o'clock, let's give it. I didn't know it was a female. I'm sorry, okay? Miss Ahibi, call back. Okay, 99.3.
Hello?
Name, location, and country, please.
My name is Christian. I'm on transit.
Oh, you're on transit, okay. Yeah.
I don't really have it to you. What I want to say, he died for the woman that called. What she said, is in Yoruba, he made an example from the East, mostly when he said, why not, when we are in court, you were ordinary Uru. One of the things, why does everybody have been talking things, contributing? Nobody an example of from so place, mostly when the king died. They need to feel so. It's everywhere in here. Those are cultures. But nobody has called to say from so place, but I think the guy should call us for that. Why does that have to make a example from the east and from the southwest for his voice?
Okay.
You know, it's man.
Okay.
So if you call on us for everybody has been talking, no examples, no.
Thank you.
Generally,
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, so line isn't too clear, but how about listeners made out what you're saying? Okay, so Ms. Aibi, please call back, okay? I thought it was a male calling the female line. And, sorry, someone just told me that just like Pastor Ladipo, I won't read that message anyway. That's you sound like that. All right, so please, apologies, call back. I really want to hear from our female listeners. All right, 99.3, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, welcome.
Yeah, I think we're on the line now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was one of our male listeners.
Yeah, you are welcome. You are welcome.
Thank you.
What is it that we know the origin of traditional rulers back up by Satan, right from the Tower of Babel, where God gave various language to people so that they will not come in one accord to be against him with building what they call a skyscraper. So God caused the various language to take place in human. That is where the religion started. But our religion is there are so many that you can't even count them. As many that go there to worship Satan, he gives them the power to go and establish. Traditional ruler is backed up by Satan.
So you're saying,
and God has caused Satan.
You're saying,
and nothing good will come out from traditional ruler other than victimization.
So you're saying all these people.
Even though somebody swear, the other one die. You don't control God.
Are you sure of what you're saying? You're saying that all those who are worshiping traditionally or the traditional way are worshiping Satan.
Oh, for sure. God says so. Satan is a liar. He manipulates souls of men to give their religion to turn against God. If you see the rules guiding those religions, you will know that it is Satan in human
All right, thank you.
that established such religion.
Thank you, Miss Ivy. Good to hear from you. I don't know if that is that's you're being charitable to the adherents of that traditional religion. There are several of them actually. If you have a blanket statement that it's Satan they are worshiping, I don't know. I wish I could pair you with Grandma Lara, so both of you can trash it out. 99.3.
Kofi, good morning. This is Gifts. I'm calling from Bagada.
All right.
You see, Kofi, for someone like me, I'm from Edo State. I was born into a family where my dad used to have a little shrine behind his house. My grandpa, too, had a little shrine behind his house. And when my grandpa died and they were going to move the shrine, they had to go source for someone to move the shrine. And with what I was told, I was not there by my parents, the shrine, the person came and the thing disappeared. The person did something and the thing disappeared. For me, I've always been someone that has claimed that we should go back to our tradition. In fact, there's some videos I see on internet that people will be asking, how did the white people capture Africans? Did you get my point? Because Africans were so powerful that Africans were teleporting with the powers they had. Did you get it? And for people that are saying politicians, if they swear by some god, they will not misbehave because the gods don't take rubbish. They don't. The gods they are disciplined to a foot. You get my point? So I have always been an advocate of the fact that people should go back to their traditions, go back to your ways. Because if you don't go back to your history and follow your history through and through, you are practically lost. That's what I've got.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Have a good day, my brother.
Thank you very much for your time. Let's go back to traditions, he says, and traditional worship or religion. 99.3, name, location, and contribution.
Yes, this is Kenny. I'm calling from Shomolu.
All right. Happy Isheshe Day.
I don't celebrate it, so, but I respect it. I don't celebrate it. Yeah, Kofi. Actually, there's one of those religions, for lack of a better word, that you mentioned that is actually not a religion. Christianity is not a religion. It's a way of life. So I would call it more of a culture.
Okay. You have a point, but I'm speaking officially. Dictionary. You're not preaching. You know what I'm saying?
So, and for me, I don't have anything against anyone that chooses to celebrate Sheshe Day.
You're a Christian, right?
No, it's there. Oh, is this a preaching? Okay, I take it back.
No. I'm just asking. I'm just so I can understand where you're coming from.
No, I'm not preaching. I'm just saying that I don't have anything against them. It's their choice.
Yes, I
get you. That's it.
I get you.
Have a good one.
All right. Do you believe in polytheism? I know someone can be Christian and still also have some sort of.
Some people are like that, but I'm through and through Christian. Nothing mixed. I'm a hardliner.
Are you not concerned that you're losing, the powers that your ancestors had? Something, that is sacred, your heritage, you're missing out on it?
Actually, I have more power now than I did. So that's why I want to remain, where I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we see an Isheshe Day celebrant, or an Orisha worshipper coming with their things. You're not going to run away.
No, I'm not going to run again. I'm just going to keep moving.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it, colleague. All right.
You're welcome.
Thanks for answering my questions. I'm just asking some dumb questions, but that's what we do. Keep it simple.
Hello. Good morning.
Welcome. Name, location, and contribution.
Good morning. This is Wale calling from Solere.
All right.
You see, like Lucky Dube said, he said, let's go back to our roots. You understand? We have lost our identity. You understand? See, let me tell you something. This so-called popular religion we are practicing here. You understand? See, most of them, they are the ones in this Nigeria. Some of these so-called politicians will embezzle our money and go and donate it to one of these free.
And oh man, I'm sorry, your line isn't too clear. Are we sure that if we ask our politicians to swear by, maybe IFA or something, that if they embezzle money, actually they'll be caught? Are we sure? Is that really going to happen? Are we just speculating or we believe? Anyway, Anthony Kennedy Williams Esquire in Badagry, Lagos says, I'm happy for this holiday. It's good to realize that we have a tradition. We had a traditional religion before the advent of Christianity and Islam, which changed our orientation. Let our leaders swear by Ogun, Songo, and Shango, and Ayela Lasra. I'm not your pastor, I can't speak. Amadioha. They will see immediate reaction. Okay, all right, interesting. We can use that as an example. To see it's working. Okay. Fabian Enikpe says, I have nothing against anyone who chooses to celebrate Isheshe Day, but the government should do more than just create a holiday for them, and also know that Yoruba culture is more than just traditional worship. All right. Thank you very much. That's when you hear the politicians telling you that Nigeria is not a religious state, we're a secular state. They'll tell you that. Okay, final one here. So everywhere in the world where a nation or country gets colonized, their culture, especially language, usually gets changed. Now, that being said, if the government decides now to officially give a holiday to traditional worshippers, I'll say it's long overdue. All right.
Unstoppable, you fueling your vitality the whole day through. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria.